Hey you guys doing? TF2Dove here, and today I've got a pretty serious video that I've been working on for quite some time. And that being said, if at any point you feel like I'm talking about something you already know quite well, there are timestamps of the different sections in the description. So I think it goes without saying, but the Pyro update for TF2 was arguably one of the most hyped updates in the game's entire lifetime. We don't talk about the end of the line. Everyone jumped on the train for speculation, hype, rumors, and discussion, myself included. In fact, I've already made a video reviewing the Jungle Inferno update only a week after it launched. But this video is different. We're going to be taking a look at the Jungle Inferno update from the moment it was first mentioned to the final big patch. And to do that, we're going to have to go really far back. The start of our journey begins in July of 2016. Now, the second day of Meet Your Match finally launches, and oh no, there's a war. Valve teases the winner of the war will receive a future class update first. This is our first ever hint at a future Pyro update. Sure, it could have been for Heavy first, but this is where any form of Pyro update is explicitly mentioned by Valve. Now, fast forward 5 weeks later, August 2016, Pyro already wins the war. Neato, she's gonna get a future update. Now what? Our little baby update is chugging along, slowly but surely. And now it's near Halloween 2016, 2 months since we last heard from the TF team. In this new blog post, Valve states that they're working on the new Pyro pack a lot, and as a result, we won't get too much new Halloween content this year. Oh well, I mean, I guess that's fine. It means we're gonna get the new update soon, right? A month later, in November 2016, seemingly out of nowhere, Valve drops a blog post about a future Jungle update. They urge the community to work on Jungle-related projects for the next few months. In retrospect, we now know this became Jungle Inferno, the Pyro update. However, at the time, there were only rumors that the two were connected. Wait, what? Oh, 7 months? June 2017? Man, that was a good nap. It's been 7 months since the Jungle hint and almost 8 months since the Pyro class pack was explicitly mentioned. Anyhow, the good news is we have some really cool reworks and rebalance proposals from Valve. Neat. Let's give them feedback and hear from them. Hello? Valve. 4 months have passed. It's October 20th, 2017. The Jungle Inferno update is live. I guess that was a... wow. Wait, but there's no competitive matchmaking fixes. I mean, that's fine. We have contracts, new items, new maps, a new short.
Please let there be pants. Please let there be pants. Please let there be pants. Please let there be pants.
I'd rather they take their time to work on the comp fixes. That way, it'll be good and flawless. February 5th, 2018. Buy the pass! Time is running out and get all the items! Okay, that's all we're gonna tell you! It's been almost 5 months since Jungle Inferno. Part 1, the movie on ice, launched. Out of nowhere, in late March of 2018, the competitive matchmaking tweaks we've all been waiting for are here. Sure, it's still not perfect, and sure, you get 0 MMR against placing players, but it's here! Wow, we've done it! We've finally made it to the end! Jungle Inferno is now 100% out! 1.6 years after the vote was announced, 1.6 years of waiting. It took nearly 20 months from the first ever announcement until the last patch of the Pyro update. And perhaps it was a little bit unfair for all of us to assume that the Pyro update would be guaranteed to launch with these competitive matchmaking fixes. After all, Valve only alluded to the comp tweaks in the form of unofficial conversations. However, it definitely was Valve's intention to originally attempt to release both at the same time. Uncle Dane talked with Jill from the TF team shortly after the Jungle Inferno update launched. Jill, we didn't feel what was ready was enough to be a worthy refresh of the mode yet. Regardless of what the intentions were and what the community believed, splitting this rather large update into 2 chunks was detrimental. There was minimal communication from Valve along the whole ride to the update. There was minimal communication from Valve after part 1 of the update. Even now, as of writing this, there is yet to be much communication from Valve about fixing some crucial TF2 bugs post-matchmaking update. Competitive mode is still flawed, and Valve servers still lack DDoS protection. So, where does this leave us? I mean, well, honestly, I'm not sure. I've already shared my thoughts on what I think Valve should do update-wise for TF2 in my TF Revive video, but in the end, what about the Pyro update? What about Jungle Inferno? I think the balances were alright and the contracts were amazing. I think the communication from the TF team was honestly quite terrible. This may be controversial, but I would give the Jungle Inferno update 2 ratings in 2 categories. For the die-hard TF2 fans, the fans who would never leave the game, I'd say the update was a success. It was an annoying journey to get to the end, but it was still a very good update. On the other hand, there were the people that were hoping others would get into TF2 from the Pyro update, the people that were hoping they would get themselves back into TF2 from the Pyro update. These people were hoping for a TF2 revival, and the update, well, was a complete flop. New players sorta stopped by, sorta took a look at TF2, and then left. 20 months of work seemed to be for naught. Personally, I enjoyed the Jungle Inferno update at the time, and I still really think the Jungle Inferno update was great, but was it worth 20 months? Did they draw it out for too long? And should they have talked more? Should we even consider the Blue Moon matchmaking update part of the Pyro update? I'd like to get your guys' thoughts, and I'd like to see what the community as a whole thinks about the Jungle Inferno update. Was it worth the time? Was it good? Were we expecting more? Were we expecting too much? I'd really like to know. And in the end, I really don't know. I just don't know. Part of me really hoped it would help TF2 become something more than just a niche. Maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm spoiled, I don't know. Yet, after all of this, don't even get me started when we'll see TF2's comic number 7.